Alright, welcome back. Honestly, I have no idea what that was. Um, yes, I am back. This is actually very uncharacteristic for me because I haven't had an internet, like a legitimate internet glitch in a while for me to like actually disconnect from the game, disconnect from my streaming software, and disconnect from everything. And I was like, dang, like I have two streams that I want to do today, and what are we gonna do? So I restarted my router and I waited for a little bit, and my internet was not coming back, but then it decided to work again. So if you ask me if I know what the issue was, I have no clue, and I'm just pretty much sitting here hoping that it is not going to repeat. So I apologize for the inconvenience. We are back for the time being. Hopefully everything is fine and we forget about this incident, so that I can rely on my usually stable internet connection for tonight's stream to actually be okay. We are about to talk to Sid, forgetting all about our internet, hopefully. Our inspector returns. Tell us, have you learned aught of Mist's whereabouts? That was funny though. Seen conversing with a conjurer and possibly killing chocobos. Not sure what to make of that, though we can be sure he stayed here for a time. But perhaps no longer. We learned but moments ago that Gillo here has a boy matching Mist's description, was seen leaving the Reach. He is for the peaks, and so are we. Okay. I thought that maybe the fact that I'm using like the AC is causing some issues with like little short circuits. I hope not. I really hope not, because I need my AC. But sometimes what happens is my screen will sometimes flicker when the AC gets like turned on and turned off, and I just hope that it isn't restarting my router. So far it hasn't happened because my AC was running and it's never so far disconnected my router, and when it disconnected, nothing happened to my screen. So I think it's fine. Oh, by the way, this morning I've mustered enough MGP to purchase this little bad boy, and I'm very excited. It is my newest mount, and I think we are well on our way of collecting most, if not all, of the gold saucer mounts. By the way, I've realized that I can now finally call myself a legitimate minion collector, having pretty much collected most of the. Not most of the minions, but yeah, most of them. Over 50% of the minions that are currently in the game. I am very, very, very excited because I do love minions, and the reason why I collect minions is because they are a part of my glamour. I cannot glam myself properly if I am not using a correct minion, and that is very, very important for me. So there's a lot of stuff that I've been working on, and now I can finally. I don't know. Okay, I have 213. I don't know how many minions there are in the game. I would say that there are around 400-ish or so. But considering I started to play last year, I'm actually very, very happy with my current number of minions. So yay for me! And I think I am doing pretty well when it comes to my mounts. I just love how this mount has like two sides. It has like a head there and a head on its butt. Like that is just not something you normally see. Like normally mounts will not look at you when you're riding them, but this guy does. This guy does, and I think it is amazing. Amazing. I love that one. Okay, let's see what's up with Miss. No visible injuries, no bleeding. It is as Riel says. These beasts died for no discernible reason. Just like the chocobos, that man in the Reach claims Miss somehow killed. But it doesn't add up. Other than his singular magic, Miss was utterly helpless. Unless, was he always capable of this? But we know the answer already. He stole your ether when we first met. Even if he could do it, even if he did do it, why? We'll ask him when we find him. and this time you let me do the talking. Search the east. Riel and I will head south. We'll meet in between if we find naught, and if we do, either you will come to our aid or we to yours. Yeah, and do you know what? Like, I've honestly just, I think I've reconciled with the fact that I will always be doing my daily roulettes, and the reason for that is either the relic, like the relics, because of like the poetics and stuff, or because of leveling my jobs and whatever. So I started collecting my materials for the what are they called? For my relics. I still don't know how much I need. I still don't know what I need, but I know that I have begun the process, and I'm just, well, this is my bag right now. You can't see my bag right now, but it does like have materials that I don't yet know what they're for. But sometimes, like when I cap my poetics or when I cap my grand company seals, Lunet actually helps me a lot. He keeps telling me like which mats to buy, so I just buy them and I just store them in my bag, and that's pretty much what I've been up to. As you survey your surroundings, you observe naught of the ordinary, but on the edge of hearing you hear a whisper to the southwest. Wait, which ones are anima? I actually don't know which ones I'm collecting for. I think it's Heaven's Ward that I currently have the mats for, or some of the mats for. I have things like, okay, well, the scale 5, this is for Shadowbringers. I have, like, the clusters, like the singing clusters, King's Cake, dispelling arrows, unidentifiable, like, ores and seeds, and what, like, I don't even know what these stuff, what this stuff is. But that's kind of what I've been working on. So if that is what it is, that's the one that I've been collecting poetics for. How about the rest of them? What do I need for the rest? No one ever really talks about the Stormblood relics, but what I really want is the armor, like the elemental armor. I only recently saw it, and it is so gorgeous. Wait, why is Riel on the ground? What happened here? What the hell happened here? Yeah, I can kind of see the relic grind starting around 6.2. 7 hells, I hate being right. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, how is she? Wait, he summoned her from the dead? Is she like the last, like, anima piece? She's not alive. On your guard. Miss has shown his true colors. The ether, or whatever else he took from those beasts, is giving him tremendous strength. Contrary to his earlier warnings, conjuring ether simulacrum wasn't the end of him. And of all the wonderful people he had to pluck from our memories, he chose Zistri de Collignon. He knows why we're here, and this is his answer. He summoned the monster that haunts Riel in her dreams and sent her screaming from her bed. Forgive me, Sid, but you gave me no choice. Yeah, who is he? Yeah, that's the gear that I honestly want to be getting. I don't know what the process is, but like, is it in any way tied to the like Stormblood weapon relic? Is that the same grind, or is it like two different things? Oh gosh. Shall I ask you the same? Who holds the reins? Though it matters not, we are complicit, you and I. What? Is this another, like, is this another thing where he is like me? Can you even remember why you came here? Can you even remember how many you killed? How many lives shattered? How many stories ended? But, like, do I have to do two different things to get the weapon and the armor? Or is it all, like, tied to the same progression? Upon the surface of the crystal are carved the sins of dark nights past, and yours are beyond counting, beyond fathoming, without end. Justice is an excuse, nobility is a lie, murder is murder. Wow. And though we are most definitely not without fault, it is this cruel, indifferent world which has made murderers of us all. But we need suffer no longer. I sought to make these broken souls whole, one by one, when in truth the solution was much more simple. A world beyond pain and suffering and anguish and despair. A world beyond death. A world in which we never need bid farewell to our dearest friends. And how many beasts will you need to kill to make this world of yours? How much ether will you consume to see it through? Bloody self-righteous sophistry from a mewling whelp. Oh god. So, your brilliant plan is to fill the world with simulacra of the dead, is it? And somehow that's supposed to make everyone happy. Well, you're right about one thing, I'll grant you that. This world is brutal, uncaring, without logic or justice. No justice but that which we can make for ourselves. And I'll be damned if I give it up so you can force your illusions upon us to assuage, I don't know this word, your guilt. Did you not find comfort in your reunion with your master? Even though you knew it was a lie, did it not help you unburden your soul to find a measure of peace in this madness? I am not your enemy, not then or now. I will not fight you. All I ask is that you leave me to do my duty. I don't think we can do that. It is never too late to turn back. You're still a good person. You can still be a good person. Like, this quest is so confusing. Like, you kind of agree with what he says, but you also disagree because you have to disagree. So this is your answer. Maybe you cannot accept what needs to be done, but I can. Goodbye. Oh god, now we have to fight her. Amazing. Yeah, she is like the last person I want to see. Holy shit. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, that was easy. Who is he summoning? Oh, come on. That is so stupid. So many broken by this world, and then by you. So many. Woe betide the man who stands opposed to the weapon of light, for death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Woe betide the man who stands with the weapon of light, for death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Like sand through the hourglass, everything we fight so desperately to protect slips through our fingers. And what remains? What remains is us. Only us and the memory of our sin. Like, he's not unreasonable, he's just wise beyond his age. And he's fundamentally misunderstanding what we're trying to do. To walk this path is to suffer, to sacrifice. Oh god. Our healer is down. Listen to my voice, listen to our heartbeat. Justice demands no less. I do tire of this. Serve, save, slave, slay. I've sins aplenty, aye, but regrets not so much. And if she wouldn't listen to me, the embodiment of good sense and pragmatism, then what hope could you possibly have? A house what? A house divided cannot stand, you know. This childish rebellion ends now. No way, it's him. What in the seven hells is this? He didn't summon him though. How is Frey here? Compromise, I suppose? Our dear friend here refused to let me take the reins, but I wasn't about to stand idly by while that imbecile tries to do whatever it was he was trying to do. No hard feelings about wyvern. Promise not to stab you in the back. It'll be just like old times. Holy shit. A Dark Knight needs a sword. Take mine. He is Edge. No, this is wrong. This is all wrong. He's gonna have some sort of breakdown, isn't he? I offer you peace, restitution, a chance to make amends. Do not think you're above it. Do not think that a reckoning will be postponed indefinitely. Oh yeah, he's having a breakdown. What? No way! What? How? What? When it comes, I shall welcome it with open arms. But today will not be the day, and you will not be the judge. Well, I mean, yeah, I understand what he's trying to say, but we're all gonna die at some point. Even though sometimes that is hard to imagine. So I guess we're a little over-geared for this. So this is turning out to be a little easier than... Oh my god. Again and again we kill, apparently. I think we're just over-geared. I don't think this is meant to be easy. On a throne of bone, she waits. Oh no! That's... No! No! I don't want to fight him! No! That is terrible! That is so terrible! Why are they making me do this? Why won't they answer? Who is... Oh, he can't summon any more shades. That's good. That is good. I don't want to see any more of this stuff. Wow. Very reverent. Reverent. How do you read that word? I think we should be about done. Yep. There we go. Is that it? Claim the last of your ether. Make us whole. Where is that? Use soul ether to become whole. Are we whole? Reckoning will not be. Oh my god, we killed a child. We have just murdered a child. What? What is this? What is this quest line? Holy shit. Okay, we didn't kill him, we just like mortally wounded him for now. What the hell? Forgive me, I ask, I beg, I pray, but it never comes. Wow. Again, they go to join multitude in the black oblivion of the abyss. That's really touching, though. Such is our lot, such is the fate of all who are born, to suffer and to die. Do not seek forgiveness, for it will not ease the burden. It weighs as it should. Jesus, that's ruthless. He's just a child. But what of the lost? Do they not deserve to live again? No, when you die, you die. They do, in our hearts and our souls and our memories. No one likes having to say goodbye, but it's a part of life. That's what makes the time we share together so precious. You can't obsess over the mistakes of the past, or you'll lose the sight of the future, of the people still with us, who need us more than ever. It's like some innocent quest teaching you the biggest life lessons, right? The greatest strength is born of the flame in the abyss. Oh, that's cute. I like this cutscene. Like that cut was really nice. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Thank you. That is all I ever wanted. What a confusing little character. Holy shit. So, this is it. One last parting. One final farewell after a fashion. In your darkest hour, in the blackest night, think of me, and I will be with you, always. For where else I would go? Who else could I love but you? Wow. We did eventually kill a child, didn't we? Think so. I'm kind of glad I waited until today to do these quests. It would have been. It's better today than yesterday, because yesterday was a long stream and I was really tired. So I'm glad that I actually get to experience them this way. Wow, that was quite something, wasn't it? Like, I can see now why everyone talks about these quests as one of the best ones. I feel like now that we start Gunbreaker, even though they told me that Gunbreaker is good as well, that it's just not going to compare. You'll forgive us for returning to Ishgard ahead of you. I hope I have needed some time to think on everything that happened in Garabania. I won't pretend to know everything you've been through in your life. A man can never truly understand what's in another's heart. And probably not their own, for that matter. I'm pretty much rambling at this point, but I suppose what I'm trying to say is that I'm grateful for everything you've done for me and Riel. I like you, I respect you, and I'll always be there for you if you need me. We're fellow walkers of the path after all, and friends, I'd like to think. Aww. I've been wondering, this appeared at the same time the soul crystal cracked, yes? But which happened first, and why then and there? Damned if I know. Does anyone truly understand how soul crystals work? What matters is that the crystal and V have been made whole. Oh, was it? That said, heart bleeds. I guess when we cut the ether, I guess that's when it happened, but they didn't really tell us that. Heart bleeds, a man weeps, a soul burns. Then comes the darkness to consume, and few hearts have bled as much as hers. Speaking of bleeding, I think your wounds have reopened. If you would sit, it would be much easier for me to tend to them. I love how she just takes care of him all the time. That's so cute. Hi Joseph, welcome back. Gunbreaker only level it because I got the 605 weapon. That class gives me anxiety. Why? Because of like the all the buttons and such. I don't know. I mean, I've never played it for real, obviously, since I haven't even unlocked my whole spell kit. I was just waiting to do my job quests, And I figured the only way I'm gonna make myself actually do those job quests is if I do it with you guys. So that's what we're doing today. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. You should get some rest too, V. Not all wounds are so obvious. Of the mouths of babes and sucklings, praise alone. She's right though. No need to overdo it by running off to the next battle just yet. If you must put one foot in front of the other though, why don't you go back to where the whole damn mess began? Maybe you'll have an epiphany. Reaper means anything more than 3 GCDs makes me panic. I see. But what did you do before Reaper? I mean, Reaper is quite new. What was the second least GCD job that you played? Reaper is fun though. I leveled it. I never came back to it for real, but I did enjoy leveling. I think at some point I will come back because, like it or not, like I've been receiving like Reaper gear here and there, just like you with your weapon, like wanted it or not. Oh, Summoner, I see. But you don't play Summoner anymore, I guess. Even though, I mean, Summoner has been made, what, easier? I haven't played Summoner personally, so I wouldn't know, but... Okay, well we have our Soul Crystal back. Oh, I'm loving my nails. Those are I think the claws of the beast or whatever? What troubles you, Mistress Reese? Wait, who's that? No way! Ah, but of course, this bitterly cold is day. By the way, Happy Father's Day to everyone who celebrates it. I was just reminded of that. Tis bitterly cold this day. At times like these, one should be warming themselves by the fire. Not a day goes by without your name being spoken, you know. The soldiers and merchants often bring us news of your latest exploits. That said, to hear it from the hero herself would be much preferable. But there would be no expectation were you to call on us. The pleasure of your company alone would be more than enough. Aww. What a quest to do today, right? Rare though I expect it will be in the days to come. But your destiny was never to remain here, was it? Though a part of me wishes that you would. Really miss the Titan butts. Forgive me, I find myself growing more and more sentimental in my old age, and in working on my memoirs, I've had to reflect on the darker chapters of my life. Hafershant lived his to the fullest, and if his story is preserved for generations to come, then I should be glad of it. You will always have a place here, V, for you are family. Now go. Do not let me keep you from your labors. The world waits for none, not even you. Oh man. Like every time I see him, like through any of the quests, it's just a ball of sad, right? Of all the tanks is like, wanna see my combo? 30 seconds later, wanna see my combo again? That's so true though. Oh, this concludes the Dark Knights. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So I'll do the level 80 quests later on because at this point I have so many of them to do, so I'll just do them all at once. Okay, we finished that. I want to open my glam chest. What is this? Oh, I don't have that card. Are you kidding me? This is why I actually don't mind doing the roulettes, because I don't have all these cards. Let me try this. Do you know what? I don't really like this head. It's kind of but I wanna see. Okay, well this is not the worst thing in the world. Without the head, it is actually quite a decent set. It is edge as hell though. Some of these parts, like parts of the gear, can be combined with the others, but this is not to be worn all at once. I like the sword. I like that you get a weapon too. Honestly, I do hate the headgear, but looking at it like this, okay, my tail is clipping a little uncomfortably. Not a huge fan, but we're okay. All right, so we have finished that. We have received our achievement. What we can do now is we can switch to Gunbreaker. See how my Gunbreaker has a totally different vibe? Like, I'm actually really loving my glam. I hope that my sunglasses aren't being cut by my or clipped by my hair. I think we're actually fine. Not sure where I even start these quests. This is okay. So, oh, the Black Shroud. I think I remember this. Yeah, I just haven't done any of them, any of the Gunbreaker quests whatsoever. So today we're gonna start on that. I doubt I'll finish. I doubt it, depending on how many quests there are. I don't know what level we start on. I doubt it's like 30, so maybe if there's less quests, maybe we can do it today. But we'll see. I have no clue. I know I did the first quest, but I honestly don't remember what comes after that. I don't even remember the characters anymore. The Dark Knight quest was so good. And you know what? There's so much to do. There's so much to do. I don't even understand how people can say that there's nothing to do in Final Fantasy. There's always something to do. It's like it takes you so much time to go through these quests. Sophie, I don't remember Sophie. I do remember this guy. Rodman's keen for you to put your newly acquired skills into practice. Now that the Gunbreakers of Veld have yielded a portion of their wisdom, you are ready to take blade in hand. Rather than spend moons and moons training you, perhaps we had best find employment first. We can use the time between assignments to refine your abilities, but where should we start? Oh yeah, you should post the glam in Discord. I want to see it. The Adventurers Guild. Yes, that sounds quite promising. I suppose we are the adventurers after all. Tell me, V, are you familiar with this sort of thing? Oh yeah. Oh my. In that case, we couldn't have found a better guide. Well, there's no time like the present, shall we? I get criticized a lot for like not doing my quests in time and just like playing until until I've almost leveled my job because I don't have all of my spells available and whatnot. These quests they actually started like what level 60, so I think we're gonna be able to finish Gunbreaker today. That would be awesome though. That would be awesome. And then tonight is the Tomb Raider night! Can't wait. I think I'm actually getting decent at combat. Now that Mother Mune has made us formal members of the Adventurers Guild, we can start accepting assignments. In fact, we've already been given the details of a potential client in need of a bodyguard or two. A man named Lassen Cho is waiting by the Wailing Barracks. Sophie and I will be trying to make our own way there to get our bearings. It's just 60 to 70. If it's just 60 to 70, we're finishing this today, for sure. And then next week, if there's nothing big to do, I want to do my samurai because my samurai is also like 74, 75, and I haven't done any of the quests. What do you think about the samurai story? Is that something you guys would want to watch? Lancers Guild? Okay. Luna told me it was quite decent, so I kind of held off on it, and I didn't finish it off stream. So I'd be happy to do samurai next week. Samurai, and I have my I don't know what I have actually. I'm gonna have to check. But I don't want to do these really old ones because the old ones are meh. Like I said, I have my bard and my monk, and I haven't started with my bard. Okay, let me actually see. My bard, this quest is level 45, so with my bard I haven't even reached Heavensward. And with my monk, I 5 easy pieces is what? Level 50. Okay, so I don't know if this is the last one or the beginning of the Heavensward, but if you think that the post Realm Reborn bard and monk are good, we could start on it. Yeah, samurai I think should be fun. I'm actually kind of interested in the lore. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing it on stream. And I'm in no hurry. I think samurai should be around level 80 or 80 something by next week. So I want to be finishing that as well. Okay, so you must be the one sent by the Adventurers Guild, yes. Oh, thank goodness. Something dreadful has befallen. Well, threatens to befall the one and only Editha. Who's Editha? You mean to say you're unfamiliar with the most gifted harpsichordist who ever lived? Whatever possessed me to hire such uncultured Excuse me? Wow! It appears my breath would be better spent briefing you on the nature of my request. A few days. A few days, Editha received a most unwelcome missive, a death threat to be precise. At first, I deemed it nothing more than the crazed scrawlings of some harmless churl. That was until, during a recital, a stone was thrown at her, missing by a hair's breadth. I have, in my capacity as her manager, cancelled all public appearances until the perpetrator can be brought to justice. I fear, though, that my delicate tulip would wither and fail if confined to her dressing room, and she has herself expressed a desire to stroll freely beneath the canopies of Miketo's amphitheater. I see where this is going. You want us to take her for a walk. Is that a... If that's all we have to do, we shouldn't count ourselves lucky. A threatening letter, a brazen attack in a public place. Who knows what'll happen next? But she can't stay indoors forever. I say we accept. Sure, let's be bodyguards. Splendid. Without further ado, I shall have Editha prepare for her promenade. Promenade? Promenade? How do you pronounce that? We'd best proceed carefully. If the culprit knows that Lass and Show asked the Adventurers Guild for help, they can probably deduce that Editha will be coming out of hiding. We should see if anyone bears a grudge against her, so we know what to expect. Oh, these are like those mysteries of like who wants to harm the celebrity. Cool. We'd better look around the amphitheater for places where an ambusher might hide. Like how in Stormblood they react if you're a samurai and monk. What do you mean? Like the MSQ is different? Like there's like additional cutscenes or something, or no? Okay, let's go to the theater. Might just... Yeah, I'm just gonna port. Okay. Know of her, I certainly do. I would consider myself to be one of her many admirers. In all honesty, I do not care for the way some of the others, ogle her. If the rumors about Editha receiving death threats are true, one of those lecherous sex scoundrels must be behind it. I see. So some fan who isn't loved back? Why, yes, Editha has been the talk of Grenania since her debut. Her skill as a musician is without question, although I sense that many of her admirers are more interested in her bizarre stage garb. Oh, I kind of want to see this. Oh, I see. That's cool. Like, I like how they put like an additional amount of effort into those two because they are culturally something that is, I don't want to say more important, but something that they can relate to more as as Japanese devs. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Editha, even a moment deprived of her sumptuous harmonies is akin to an eternity of unimaginable torment. When will she grace me with her splendor once more? Alright, this guy, oh god, this guy is called Simpkin. No way! No way! That is so unapologetic. Ridiculous. Okay. Jeez. V, have you met Miss Ondine? She's a harpsichordist like Editha. That poor girl. What is the world coming to? That a gifted and beautiful young performer such as her must hide away for fear of her life. It beggars belief. It must be one of her followers. I've seen the way some of them look at her, and it makes my skin crawl. With fans like that, who needs enemies? Oh, goodness. Have you noticed that before? That's ridiculous. So what did the other locals have to say? Oh, you mean Simpkin? Yes, most of them think that one of Edith's admirers is to blame, but I sense there's more to it. I think that until we have more information, we should treat everyone with equal suspicions to be on the safe side. Personally, I'd prefer to carry out a more thorough investigation, but we'd best not keep our clients waiting. Once you're ready, let us return to Lassen Show. Okay. Let me take a look at the glam. Let's see. Yo, that is badass. That is so badass. Oh man, I love that hairstyle so much. That one is so cool. I see you two are the fan of the glasses. Like, the glasses are so amazing. And they're like from what, level, I don't know, 20 dungeon or whatever. I can't remember where they come from. We need to go to Lancer's Guild. Again. This is such a ridiculous quest line. Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't know that we don't have that many quests for Gunbreaker, and I'm just happy that we're gonna get to finish them today. Edith assures me that she will be ready in 2 shakes of a Ziz's tail, whatever that means. Sure. I kind of want to see her. I'm curious now. Is it a Viera? I'm sure it is. Viera or... Oh, never mind. Oh, my chaperones have arrived! How wonderful! Do you know what? I don't think she's pretty at all. I really don't like her hairstyle. I'm just not a fan of it. Where is she going? Oh, to finally feel the sun's warming rays! I am reborn! They weren't joking when they called her eccentric. She's like the Lady Gaga of Final Fantasy. Oh, all this prancing about is going to draw unwanted attention. We'd better get this over with as quickly as possible. Sophie, we and I will escort her to the amphitheater. Why don't you stay behind with Lassen Show in case we need to hurry back? Fine by me. I'll keep an ear out for any signs of danger and come running if you call. Although I was fully... Oh, I hate that armor. Although I was fully prepared to join you in guarding Editha, and even dress for the occasion, I will defer to your professional opinion and remain here. But promise me that you will keep my sweet Petunia safe. Leave it to us. Are you ready? As ready as we'll ever be. La la la, what a beautiful day for a stroll. She's like overly happy, isn't she? Okay, let's go. Only need to escort you to the amphitheater and back. Keep your eyes peeled. Sure. Do you think something's actually gonna happen? Just ask that you refrain from wandering. Yeah, this is a duty. She has nowhere to go. Avoid any needless frolicking. That's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen anywhere so peaceful and serene. Oh, Gdannia is a wonderful place indeed. You should stay a while. Huh, I will give it some thought. Oh, the fans? Oh gosh. That's kind of adorable. Unwanted distraction, but perhaps they can tell us why they're after. Okay. I hear that Editha has become something of a recluse of late. I do hope she returns to grace to the stage once more. Okay. Oh, that's your Stola sister here as well. Is it true her music is inspired by all the wondrous places she's seen on her travels? Editha has only recently begun performing in Gridania and has already amassed a considerable following. I've heard, however, that some of the other Harkin's sundrists are envious of her success. Oh, I see. The whole Gridania delights in Edith's magnificent melodies. Every other musician pales in comparison to her. So it's competition who's after her. Oh, even Jonathan is here. That's awesome. You are escorting the lovely Editha. Please allow me to make a record of this day's events. Yet the impressive and jealous rival is the... But who would be a rival? She is with the rabbit ears. Who are these guys? Who goes there? Never you mind. Step away from the girl, nice and slow. Yeah, I don't think so. Do I have to, like, actually roleplay and have my stands on? Looks like it. Looks like it. Oh, there's more of them! Oh my god! How is there more of them? I'm not even targeting anyone. That it? And like these people all just stood there. Hope it's alright. If you require my assistance, do not hesitate to ask. Well, where were you when the bandits were here? There could be more of them, so be on your guard. You must ready to... Okay. Okay, I guess we're walking away. Well, she hasn't really run off. He's like, you mustn't run off like that, but... Okay, so the cutthroats are there. And there. Take the left again, sure. No problem. We're gonna protect our star. Just some more quests and you're gonna get the best gunbreaker skill, which is... Like, I can't believe I haven't even unlocked the job that I've been leveling. This feels so bad. The story looks like it's gonna be fun, though. But I like how they have you be a bodyguard. That's the one thing that we haven't been yet in Final Fantasy. What do I need to do? These hard bandits won't spoil my day. Well, I'm glad you're all happy and carefree. Wow. She only worries about her day not being spoiled. This is about Bozja region and the people that live there. I was about to ask if this is the guy from Bozja because I only just started the story and I can't remember his name. But I thought that was him. Like the Hrothgar at the beginning of the story. Is that him or no? Because I only just started doing it. Gunbreaker is also Shadowbringers, isn't it? I was experimenting around and was the point that started a Dallam of Downfall. Yeah, I know. Okay, but now... No, that's not him? Oh, okay. But that is when they introduced Hrothgar into the game, so that's why there's a Hrothgar in the quest line, I suppose. Crazy people. I love their dialogue. What a beautiful day. She's still in a good mood. He's like, glad to see at least someone's having fun. It's too quiet, they must be expecting us. Masked assailant. Okay, so there's more trouble. Oh my god. My, what a naughty little rabbit. Seems you wandered too far from your warren. The stage is set for your curtain call, though it cost me a pretty penny to rent the place. This will be the last time you walk all over my stage with those grubby little paws of yours. I see. So it is a competitor, but we don't know who that is. But at times it's so set on a platter. What are you say? Yeah, sure. So I don't know if tank stance is something that is important even in these duties. Like I wish Editha would. I wish these guys would move away from her. Is this gonna work? Oh, there we go. Well, I guess it is working, in a way. No! No, Editha! I forgot that I needed to stay here. We're okay. We're fine. We're just fine. Okay, finally he's joining us. I wish they would actually get damaged by that AoE that I have to drag around. That it? Useless. When you call yourselves professionals, looks like it's time to introduce Rabbit to the kitty. Oh no. Okay, well I guess I can turn her around. No! What? Can I somehow... Well, we did reprisal. I was just hoping Editha would be out of it. Can I move this kitty away? As a tank, I should be able to. Okay, so maybe I should. I don't actually need to use cooldowns for this. Normally, I would probably have to. No! Can I heal her? Is that ever something I can do? I think so. I think I can cast Aurora on her. Right? Grants regen to target. Okay. She's just like standing there mocking us. She's like, ouch, that looks painful. Like, of course it was painful. Wow. Uh-oh. I didn't really do a good job here. I think I'm dying. Oh no. I should probably heal myself. But Aurora still doesn't feel that good. It's not clemency, definitely not. Yeah, I thought for some reason it would be better if I just used Aurora on Editha. But I don't think anything is going to damage her, realistically. Come on, ball. Oh, more? Holy shit. I would have waited with reprisal. Never mind. Guess we're not waiting. I hate how I literally have no skills that I want to use. Clemency is just amazing. Clemency makes me feel so good about being a Patty main. It's like, oh, I don't really need anyone. But, I don't know, like, maybe warriors are even more OP when it comes to that. What's wrong? No more surprises? Are we gonna fight the girl? Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm afraid not. Okay, so maybe we're gonna fight the girl later on. I'm just gonna go turn the light on. I'll have at least sunlight. The show's over. Now take off that mask before I cut it off and your face with it. Do we know her? No way! It's Undine. I might have guessed. Well, what's Edith ever done to deserve this? That harlot doesn't know the first thing about real music. And she thinks she can steal my fans, my stage, with those appalling outfits of hers? I won't stand for it. I won't. I honestly do like her outfit. What happened here? You're going to jail. That's what happened. I heard that Undine wasn't exactly a fan of Edith's, but I never thought she'd pay to have her killed. And now we know what the highwaymen in the woods were in on her schemes too. My reading is not on point. A few days back, they held up on Undine's carriage in the shroud, but she made them an offer worth more than the valuables she was carrying. Mind you, I don't suppose there's many of the bastards left after today. You've done us all a good turn, so if you ever need anything from the God's Quiver, don't hesitate to ask. Alright, well, our first job is well done. Now that the danger has passed, Editha will at long last be able to make her triumphant return to Mikedo's amphitheater. There's only one thing I don't quite understand. Why did those highwaymen attack me and Radovan in the woods? Maybe it was because of your ears. I imagine Undine told them how much I love wearing my favorite bunny crown. They probably thought you were me. Huh. These ones aren't real Viera ears. At least I don't think so. Actually, I was wondering if I might have a word in private with the three of you. But there are four of us. Yes, but only if I include you, which I'm not. Oh god. What have I done to deserve such treatment? Well, I suppose a lady is entitled to her secrets. But before I return to my duties, I wish to express my gratitude for your part in today's events. You have both performed admirably. Aww. Now that pesky manager of mine is out of the way, let's go to the Great Lumgrari. That's so sad. He likes her so much. Dang, I really like my my outfit there. It looks so good, especially like when the cutscene is good, and like the preview of your glam is good. Everything about a quest line is just amazing. I know it might not be much of a goal, but I just want to have my like side quest complete, including like all the job quests and the stories and such. The stories are so good. It's just, I don't know, it feels weird to like not do the stories in FF14 and be like, oh well, there's no content. You know? You risked your life and limb to protect me, so I feel it's only fair that I explain myself. One moment, please. What? What? What is going on? You mean to say she was a sylph from the very beginning? Oh yes, this one feels much more comfortable now. It is fun to use glamours and play the harpist chord, but a little tiring. She's not even a real girl. And this one spent so long in walking in one's house, this one nearly died. These ones need the sun's rays to flourish, to live. That is why this one had to go outside, even though dangerous ones were all around. This one hopes helpful ones will understand and not tell simpering one. Listening ones will be sad if this one can no longer play sweet, sweet music. That's so adorable. So fake as well, but you know, your secret is safe with us. The listening ones, I love that. I am ever so grateful. Promise me you'll come listen to my harvest chord soon. Yes? Teehee. Oh, that's why she has such a fluffy personality and doesn't know how to dress. Not quite the conclusion I was expecting, but a satisfactory one nonetheless. I must say you've acquitted yourself rather well, B. It normally takes a lot longer for novices to grasp the fundamental differences between a gun blade and a regular sword. It was originally developed by my people in Third Astral Era. The march of the Allagan Empire had driven us to the barren wastelands, where even survival was a constant struggle. Our queen, Gundlir, was closely guarded by loyal soldiers, known for the unique swords they wielded. These loyal vassals were known as Gundir's Blades, a name that was abbreviated and applied for the most distinctive of their weapons, the gun blade. I see. Meanwhile, the Allagans were developing firearms capable of launching projectiles over great distances. As they were similar in appearance to our gun blades, we referred to the weapons as guns, a term which is now commonplace. So effective were these new weapons on the battlefield, the Queen's Guard decided to specialize in smashing through the enemy lines and destroying them as swiftly as possible. Thus did they become known as gun breakers. Wow, what a lore chunk. Even after the fall of the Allagan Empire, these techniques were passed down to each new generation. My clan are the descendants of Gundil's royal guard, although I am all that remains. It is my duty to see that the art of the gunbreaker lives on, even if that means entrusting it to an outsider such as yourself. If you like history lessons, you two will get along like a house on fire. Holy shit, what? I'd best leave it there for the time being. I don't want to overwhelm the lass. The best learning is done in the field, however. As pleasant as Gridania is, I'm eager to see what the other city-states have to offer. Then may I suggest Ul'dah? Their markets have goods from all over the world, and I am dying to take a look. Ul'dah it is then. Sophie and I will go on ahead. When you arrive, seek us out. We shouldn't be hard to find. Like, these two actually make a pretty sweet team. I just wanted to make sure I'm at least not wasting the experience. And actually doing these while I'm still leveling. Where is this? Okay. Oh. Yeah, they're definitely very easy to spot. It's good to finally get away from that noisy marketplace. Not that this watering hole is much quieter. Still, it's a paradise compared to anything you'll find in the Garlean territory. I think he's just in a sour mood because he can't find any work. You're not wrong there, Sophie. I'll keep looking though. But you'd better train by yourself until we find our next client, which with a little luck will be soon. I'll be right back. Just need to go to the bathroom and then we'll get ourselves a job. Alright. Rhino has found a citizen of Ul'dah in need of a bodyguard. The walls that surround the city remind me of my own homeland. We built it as a fortress to keep out invaders. Not that it made much difference in the end. Oh my god, that's so depressing. Oh, not this again. Perhaps you could lighten the mood by sharing our recent bit of good news. Ah, yes, it looks like we found our next client. Nothing's been decided, but a lady named Oriel is waiting for us near the Gate of Thal. We'd better meet you there. Actually, I'm not that far from like the last available quest, which is nice. It makes me feel like I haven't actually missed out on a lot of optimal gameplay. Although I admit I could have done better. I could have done a lot better. How funny is that bodyguards are so needed in Eorzea. I mean, when you think about Eorzea is like full of robbers, bandits, different kinds of criminals and whatnot. Like, I'm honestly not surprised. It's just that what I'm surprised by is that there has been an active need for these bodyguards, yet up until now we haven't had the opportunity to act upon that. Yes, we were the savior of Eorzea, helping here and there, but it's not like we were known as the actual bodyguards. That's what's funny to me. You're the bodyguards, right? We need your help. It's my husband. After he walked out, I thought I'd seen the last of him, but now you've got to keep him away from us. What? Oh, is this like domestic violence thing? I'm not sure we're qualified to settle domestic disputes. I don't know, this sounds serious. Hear her out, would you? Very well. My apologies. Please continue. His name is Jared. He won't leave us alone, and he keeps jumping out to harass us when we're by ourselves. If we were to go outside of the city gates, I'm sure he'd follow us. And when he does, I want you to scare him off. I doubt he'll show himself if he sees you have bodyguards, so we'll wait somewhere nearby. When the moment is right, we'll give him a fright he won't forget in a hurry. Yes, that ought to work. Tim and I will leave through this gate, so you should find a hiding place. It's time that bastard, excuse my language, learned his lesson. Wow. That's what we're doing these days. Scaring away abusive husbands. That's our job now. A job we don't mind doing. Where is the douchebag? Remember, we've got the boy to think about. I'd rather not cut a man down in front of his own son, but I will if I have to. You follow my lead. Oh god. This is horrible. Get away from her. What? Who the bloody hells are you? Like, does this guy have nothing else to do with his life than to stalk his ex-wife? Wow. Friends of Oreo, now walk away while you still can. But I only want what's best for my boy. Like, we only know her side of the story. What if he's actually, like, something that we learned from, like, I don't know, Among the Sleep or whatever, is that, like, we should always hear both sides of the story, right? Your boy! You've got no right to call him that. He belongs to me. This is your final warning. Bother them again and you won't live to regret it. Like, we don't know, do we? Like, we just listened to her. Ha, that will teach him. And you were wonderful. Worth every gil. Thank you so much. It was our pleasure. Like, we don't really know. I guess we should have asked the boy. Although there wasn't much for you to do, your presence lent weight to my words, but most importantly, the client was satisfied with our work. Yeah, she did seem rather pleased with herself. Listen, you two, there's no time to explain. We have to follow that woman. Hell's bells. When Sophie gets one of her hunches, there's no stopping her. Like, we don't really know what the story is. I wouldn't just, like, go ahead and trust her just because she's a woman. The guy really did seem genuine when he said what he said. Not saying that sometimes, you know, abusers won't seem genuine, but at the same time, it doesn't look like it didn't at least look like he wanted to genuinely hurt his kid. Like, we don't really know. Why would she bring Tim all the way out here? Like, there's gotta be something about this that isn't right. She doesn't sound right. Hello, welcome back. What's up? Good, pretty good. How was work?
Good.
I saw your message. You said you got busy at the end.
Yeah, I was like dead to like around 8:30.
Oh god, it's like you want to go home, but then. Oh gosh. Wait, I don't think I know that shirt. Is that? I've never seen you wear that shirt. Oh.
This is my special occasion shirt.
Is it a special occasion?
Yep. It's the Raptors championship shirt.
Okay. What's the special occasion?
Day before the day off.
Oh, so you're celebrating. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. What are we supposed to do with a runt like this? Is she selling her own kid? That would be horrible. If we feed him up, it might be worth something one day. She's selling her own child? We've got to stop them. Wait, is that... Enough of this. Stay away from my son. Sonny, you should have kept out of this, mate. Too late now. Okay, so that's why he was following them in the first place. I knew it! See, I knew this would happen. She is not to be trusted. Quickly, we've got to help him. This Gunbreaker story is so good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, I finished it. Yeah, it was very good. Like, at the end, it was so nice. Not now. It's up to you. What? Why is everything always up to me? Jesus. She was about to sell her kid? That's horrible. That is just atrocious. I actually get to use all my skills. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I didn't really get to go. I only went out. Well, I didn't actually exit the building. I was very close. I just like saw a little bit of outside, but I never ventured. It feels bad. Oh, I feel like I live like a mole. You saved us. How can I ever? Daddy! Oh god. Why didn't he say anything before? Like, Jesus. I let you down. I let everyone down. But Sophie, what happened here? I knew from the moment I met Oriel there was something not quite right about her. It wasn't until later I realized she's a somnus addict. Once it takes hold, it changes you. Oh my god. What is this story? She was able to keep her addiction hidden from most, but not from me, and probably not from her family either. Oh my god. Yes, I've known for a while, but I had no idea she'd do something like this. So she was gonna sell him to get enough money to buy drugs? My god. If I hadn't started gambling, this never would have happened. My debt spiraled beyond my control, and she ran to get away from me, to start a new life with our son. The shock of... What is this story? What the... The shock of losing them made me realize I couldn't live like that anymore. So I vowed to turn my life around and work my fingers to the bone to repay the money I owed. But by the time I finally found the courage to track down Oriel, it was too late. She'd made new friends, the wrong sort of friends, and I had to resort to gods only know what to make ends meet. It became too much to bear, and Somnus was her only escape. Nothing else mattered to her, not even her own child. Jesus, this is the darkest story I've ever done, and you guys said that Dark Knight was dark. What? So you see, it wasn't only my life I'd ruined, I made her who she is today. That is why I don't have it in me to hate her. No, you did not. She did it herself. What will you do now? I plan to send her to Frondale's I don't know how to read this. Fronistery. They can treat people like Oriel, and although it costs more than most folks can afford, my savings should cover it for a short while at least. That is terrible. Like, he worked so hard to, like, earn some money, and now he has to pay for his ex-wife's rehab? That is disgusting. We'll take it one day at a time and see how she responds to the treatment. I know she might never recover, but I can't give up on her. Obviously, she's in no fit state to look after Tim, so he'll be living with me. What the hell? You could have been killed confronting those slavers. If you wind up dead, there will be no one to look after the boy. From now on, you'll have to think before you act. I will, I swear it. Thank you all for everything you've done. Oh, thanks. This is so dark. Oh, that's...
Got it.
That poor child. Sophie's quick thinking may have saved him on his occasion, but I fear his hardships are far from over. I, on the other hand, only succeeded in disgracing myself again. That's not true. I mean, you have to think about it also. Sophie is a girl. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it has anything to do with that, but sometimes it's easier to recognize problems that girls go through if you're a girl yourself. It is not your fault. I think you will be an explanation, though. Yes, if we were to fight side by side, there's something you should know. Oh, what now? Though I served as an imperial conscript for a time, after I disobeyed a direct order, I was sentenced to solitary confinement for more than a decade. Jesus! Wow. Do you remember this questline?
Yes.
This is so good. I didn't know this was that good. You were like, oh, it's decent. But, like, you never said anything about it. You didn't want to spoil it.
No. I don't know, it's weird that I like the Sage story better.
Sage story is pretty good. Like, I don't necessarily want to choose between them.
What was that?
I swallowed an ice cube. Like many of the inmates, I was forced to wear a magnetic collar. Oh god. The wardens could use them to administer a severe electric shock anytime they pleased. And please them it did. The paralysis would eventually wear off, but even now, years after removing the collar, my whole body would suddenly seize up. It's as though the pain never left me and could reawaken at any moment. That's disgusting. Thankfully, my condition appears to have improved somewhat since leaving the Empire. Perhaps one day I will be free of it, but until then, there's no telling when it might strike. By the way, don't put it in a freezer again. You didn't? Okay.
I don't know.
Rather save my bacon more times than I can count. So it's only fair that I do the same for him. We've been through thick and thin ever since the first time we met in that Garlean jail. Wait, what was she doing there? I was awaiting execution. Like, these people don't stop with their dark stories. I was waiting for execution along with the other captured members of the resistance, as well as various insurgents and undesirables. Among them were several Somnus addicts. Even in an imperial jail, there are ways to get your hands on it. When I saw Oriel, I couldn't put my finger on it at first, but she had the same look in her eyes as those lost souls. Anyway, where was I? So, Spider-Man had been meaning to escape ever since he was first imprisoned, and he was secretly digging a tunnel, a few ilms each night, over the course of about 10 years. Wow. Jeez. The only thing was, it went the wrong way. What? And one night he suddenly burst through my wall. That's hilarious. Why did you have to tell her that? You know, I'm far from proud of my miscalculation. That is horrible. Imagine spending 10 years just to build something the wrong way. Well, things worked out in the end, didn't they? The other inmates made such a racket when you came crashing in and drew the attention of the wardens, and all hells broke loose. In the confusion, Donovan and I forced our way past the guards, and by some miracle, we managed to avoid their searchlights, and finally we were free. Free to return to my wife and child, to my homeland. Or so I thought. Oh my god, this guy's tragic stories are never ending. What now? Are they dead? While I'd been rotting away in a guardian cell, everything I knew, everything I loved had been taken from me. I should have been there, but I couldn't even... Oh god. Enough of this. We've spoken over long as it is. Well, where to next? Oh my god, they're dead. They are dead. I think I've had my fill of Ul'dah. What say we try our luck in Lim Salaminza? I'm sure a change of scenery will do us a world of good. I kinda doubt that. I like the sound of that. Let's reconvene at the local Adventurers Guild. You know what? These people are like magnets for misery. Like, nothing good can come out of this. Except for the fact that we're still getting meaningful experience. Jeez. Where is this? This is a good quest line. I'm excited about it. But so far, like, the quests seem very isolated. We don't have a big bad yet. I wonder if we ever will get one. Wait, where is this? This is quest 63. Level 63. About to finish it. A city founded by pirates. Now there's a terrible idea if I ever heard one. With all the cutthroats running rampart, I'm surprised there's anyone left. Wow. But what about the views and the sea breeze? There'll be plenty of time to enjoy ourselves once we have a few more gil in our pockets. We were still waiting for the word from the guild, so perhaps you should find somewhere for a few practice swings in the meantime. Oh, they're definitely scarred. What do we get? I'm still getting those spells. You guys have promised me spells. There's nothing. Ronan is hoping for a nice, straightforward, no strings attached assignment. Yeah, we'll see. You'll be pleased to hear that the Yellow Jackets have offered us an assignment. After taking on more than what we bargained for with our previous clients, we're hoping this one will turn out to be relatively straightforward. We haven't heard what it entails yet, but I'll bet it's something important. A man called Futag Yafutag has arranged to meet us in Boulevard Hall. Let's go and see what he wants. By the way, I had a DC today.
Yeah, I know. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm afraid maybe it was because of the AC. Like when when it turns on and off.
Yeah.
Maybe it triggered it, but it never my screen never flickered. That's the thing, and internet never went away when there was a screen flicker.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's connected. I think it was just a random internet glitch, to be honest.
But the AC was not when it happened.
It was, but I didn't turn it off.
Oh, thank you for the AC.
Yeah, I was a little on edge about turning it on. I'm hot too, but I was worried that I'm at DC again. It's such a ridiculous reason to get disconnected from the internet. It's like people are listening to me and they're like, what the hell is she talking about? Oh, you don't know our electricity problems. Thank you for coming at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. We want you to protect Goldwitz, who was until recently leader of the Flaming Mongrels. There were once a gang of raiders, but eventually settled in Lim Salaminza to exhort and rob their way to a position of considerable influence in the criminal underworld. That all ended when Goldwitz turned himself in. No one saw it coming, not even the other Flaming Mongrels. He's due to give testimony in exchange for a reduced sentence. Oh, he's a rat. And not just about the crimes he committed himself either. All of the gangs he's had dealings with have ample reason to silence him before he spills his secrets. He's currently being held in the Marabi dry docks. Your job is to see that he reaches Limsa in one piece. So, you want us to act as bodyguards to a criminal. I don't like the sound of that. Well, we'd be protecting the information that's in his head, which could be used to bring countless other lawbreakers to justice. Sounds like a worthwhile cause to me. It is, and before you ask why we're hiring outsiders, it is to avoid attention. If I pull too many yellow jackets from their posts, the gangs will figure out what's going on. Better to give the impression that it's business as usual while using professionals like you to escort him in secret. We'll still need to secure the route, so I'll go on ahead and see to the preparations. Come and find me at the dry docks when you're ready. Alright. Let's do that. Before we begin, we should find out more about this Guldwitz. Well, it's important to place our trust in the client. I don't want to repeat the mistake we made last time. What is he referring to? It's like, I just did the quest. I wonder if this goes like 67, 69, 80 for the quests? Or no? Like the quest, like I think I kind of remember there always being a 68 and a 70. It's like they switch from like odd to even numbers at some point after this quest, but I'm not sure. Yeah, they said that there would be okay. There are quests here. It's so weird to quest here in like the limbs on the square. I normally never do that. I am not at liberty to discuss an ongoing investigation. I can say, however, that many Yellow Jackets believe heartless curs like Guldwitz deserve nothing less than death. He and his rogues have left only tragedy and despair in their wake. Mercy would be a waste. Even with all the info on how to get the other ones? This guy has a name that looks like someone just face rolled a keyboard. AHLDSKYF. What the hell? How do you read this? AHLDSKYF.
Old school.
Someone just did this. Like, someone just, like, rolled over the keyboard and they were like, this will be the name. That is what happened. Like, all the letters are there. Like, the ones that he could have pressed. Altskiff. Yeah, someone is very imaginative. If the rumors are true, the flaming mongrels are involved in most of the money lending and extortion that goes on in the city. Guldwitz was at the center of this web, overseeing every aspect of these clandestine activities. Now that he has finally found the decency to give himself up, I imagine that his former associates would rather he keep quiet concerning their dealings. I wonder why he decided to do it in the first place. Like, why he decided to turn himself in. That's strange. Yes, everyone has heard of the flaming mongrels. Their modus operandi is to offer loans, increase the interest to the extent that their mark has no hope of ever paying it back, and then forcing that poor soul to obey of their every whim. You see. So maybe someone who can't pay off their debts would want to kill him instead. Like, no one's just running through the Lemizan Square like they're in a hurry. It's like all the people just standing there and I'm like, oh, I'm on a quest! This feels so weird. It's like being a sprout again. Do you hear anything useful? Good afternoon, Morgan. Welcome back. How are you doing today? Yes, it is just as Futag. Yeah, Futag. What? Said. Guldwitz certainly has a lot of enemies on both sides of the law. And when it's not too late to refuse, think about what you're doing. Trust me, I have. Now let's say no more on the matter. We have a job to do. Okay. Yo, I'm loving these quests. I didn't know that they're so good. Well, that was nice of you to do. That's actually energy well spent. What did you cook? That reminds me, I should have dinner. Or breakfast. I should call it breakfast. I know. All set? Good. Then it's time to bring out the prisoner. Let's see that prisoner. Imagining like a tiny Lala. I was not. Oh, never mind. I saw the guard and I thought it was. I present Goldwitz, Scourge of Linza. His life is in your hands now. Guard him well. Thank you kindly. Are you sure you got the right man? Quite sure. Now listen carefully, this is important. We've scouted the road ahead and we've spotted a group of unsavory figures lying in wait. The plan is to put them down and rush past before anyone realizes what's happened. Well, if that's how you prefer us to handle it, then very well. But we'll need someone to take the lead and cut through their ambush. I choose you for that role. Great. Show me how far you've come as a gunbreaker. You're not very far. I only went to, like, what, Cypress Tower a few times. That's it. The rest of us will stay close to Goldwitz and fend off any that try to flank us. Futag, I give you my word that we'll get him to Limsa even if I have to carry him there. We're depending on you, V. Once you clear the path, we'll be right behind you. We'll regroup at Oscon's embrace and assess the situation before moving on. Sorry, my stuff is like all over the place. I apologize. I just hope my internet doesn't die suddenly. Oh, that sounds like a lovely meal. Not for me, though. I don't eat meat, but if I did, that would have sounded lovely. Okay. So it's a hostile presence. As per usual. Is Aurora heal over time? No, it's just... Oh, it is. Okay. With steamed vegetables with sesame sprouts finished with rice? That actually sounds amazing.
That sounds great.
That sounds like something I would enjoy as well. That sounds very good. It's so nice of you to do all these things for them. Like, doing a quest surrounded by level 10 NPCs just kind of makes you feel weird. Like, what am I doing here? We're a big boy now. What's your plan for today? Oh.
And what?
Right.
And dinner. How about you?
I want to finish these quests, and then I'll also have dinner. At some point I want to do my roulettes, but I don't think I'll be doing them on stream, and then I need to, yeah, I have to have breakfast. But I'll be streaming Tomb Raider later tonight at like 9. Yeah, tonight we're gonna continue with that story. I think I've gotten just not horrible enough at combat to actually be able to finish the game. Well, not today, but I think we should by the end of today's stream. I think we're gonna get halfway through the game, hopefully. Pretty poor attempt at an ambush. Without the element of surprise, they are nothing. Yes, very impressive, but I'll save my thanks until we reach Limsa, if you don't mind. Well, I think you've definitely earned some rest. I bring bad news, I'm afraid. Those men weren't here to ambush you, they were only lookouts. The bulk of the enemy force lies ahead. We'll take the prisoners to a safe hiding place until those rogues have been dealt with. What? Why wasn't I informed sooner? We only just received the information ourselves. I'm to take the prisoner into custody, while you are to return to your post until further notice. As for the hirelings, their services are no longer required. What if she's just dressed as a guard? What if she's the assassin? Now hold on a moment. Look, if you've got a problem, take it up with Commodore Rayner. They're his orders, not mine. Alright, you've made your point. Well, that's that, I suppose. Nevertheless, I'll see that you receive the full amount as agreed. It was a pleasure working with you. I don't know. This still seems suspicious. Are we sure about this? We're just letting him go? Something about this doesn't add up. Surely it would make more sense for Futag to go with them. Besides, our agreement was to see Goldwitz to Limsa Laminsa, and that's exactly what I intend to do. You two, come with me. It looks like his shoe's on the other foot this time, so I can hardly refuse. Come on, before he does something we'll regret. Yeah, he does look like the type. So maybe the woman wants to kill him. Maybe she's not the assassin. Maybe she just like doesn't want him to receive, I don't know, fair hearing or whatever. Maybe there's something, I don't know, maybe she's bitter for some reason, or maybe she's just pretending to be a yellow jacket. I'm not sure. The questline also explains some stuff you'll later see in Endwalker, but I haven't reached that part yet, have I? Because I didn't really recognize anything. Hmm? Nothing. What was what? No. No, I'm not talking to you. My job is to talk. Sorry. We're not paying attention to you at the moment. Wow. Amazing. Are you used to it? Awesome. She took him inside. If my guess is correct, there's no time to waste. See, today my hunch is on point. Nothing for it but to follow him, I suppose. Today we are on point. And I received no spoilers on this. Stop this at once. Stay out of it, Sellsword. My friend's dead because of this filth. He's got no right to live, so why would you protect him? Because I gave my word. Though he may be beyond redemption, he acts not for his own sake, but for the good of others. His testimony will make Limsa Laminsa a safer place. She should have seen that. Like, I don't understand how she doesn't see it. Now lower your axe. Yeah, put down that level 5 weathered axe. Think that, well, you got here when you did. It didn't take long for us to find out it was all a ruse, but by then, she'd already bought enough time to carry out her plan. Luckily for us, the three of you weren't so easily duped. Of course, she's not the only yellow jacket to bear a grudge against Goldwitz, but I never thought any of us would go to such lengths. A fine bloody mess this is. Alright, let's be done with this guy. Oh, I see. So it's very subtle. While we may have been waylaid somewhat, our orders to escort Goldwitz still stand. Before we go, I want to thank you for all you've done. Truth is, I ain't got long to live. Even if I can escape having my head looped off, the sickness will get me sure enough. Oh, I see. It's called karma! You could have let out your days as one of the leading figures in the underworld, rich and powerful. What made you turn yourself in? Since so far I can remember, I've been cheating and killing to put food in my belly and gil in my pocket. And I was good at it too. Worked my way up to the top. But the top of what? A bunch of liars, swindlers, and murderers. When I found out I only have a few moons left, I realized Limsa is the way it is because of people like me. It ain't gotta be that way though. Not if I say my piece. In that case, we'd best get you to Limsa post-haste. Yeah, before you die on us. Out of natural causes. Iafora kicked the bucket. Lead the way. See, he agrees. I think we're resonating with this questline quite well. We're seeing through people's bullshit. Amazing. We are the bullshit busters today. Not the most direct route, but we got here in the end. All that remains is for Goldwitz to give his testimony. On behalf of the Yellow Jackets, I offer my thanks. You've kept your word, now it's my turn. Fare you well. Yeah, she would have killed him right there and then. Every city has its problems, this one more than most. It's high time we moved on. Yeah, instead of helping the rest of the people. That's the logic we're we're following. Seeing as we've been to Alamigo, Gridania, Ul'dah, and Limsa, that just leaves Ishgard. I don't exactly thrive in cold climates though. Just get yourself a decent overcoat and you'll be fine. Well then, let's be off. Yeah, that doesn't happen too often though. Mostly people are like, well, you know, I was a piece of shit my whole life, but at least I'm a rich piece of shit, so they just, you know, they stay like that and they die like that. No, I don't blame her, but at the same time, what's weird to me is that are you gonna be doing a glazing? Or no? Okay, good. Because I will be doing the rest of this stuff later on, but I won't do it on stream because I wanna eat after I finish the quest. So if you need company, I will accompany you. As much as I can, at least, since I'll also be streaming today later on. I'll admit, it is a fair bit colder than I was expecting. Not that it's anything to be concerned about. That's easy for you to say. Oh, is she still in her skirt? Oh, she actually has a coat. Didn't expect that. You'll soon get used to it, I'm sure. Anyway, Fee, it seems that instead of offering work via an adventurous guild, Ishgard's Temple Knights issue levs. Amazing. Love the sound of that. Although there do not appear to be any clients in need of protection, it is only a matter of time before something comes our way. Until then, be sure not to let your skills or your gunblade grow rusty. That it? I had 65. Oh, so they skip. This was like a 65, and then they go to 68. And then 70. Okay. Radovan and Sophie's expression are as somber as their surroundings. We Hrothgar are quite used to snow and ice, so we sometimes forget the problems it poses for other races. This morning, a homeless lad was found lying stone cold in the street. When they came to carry him away, he was frozen solid like a statue. The poor thing can't have been more than 20 summers old. We asked the Temple Knights if there was something we could do, and we were told that they had the perfect assignment for us. What was I reading? Our client this time is Reese of Garland Ironworks. I love that there's an offhand note in a quest in Ishgard where an NPC asks, how do you handle the cold weather? Oh, really? Their founder, Sid Garland, is one of the few Garleans to have turned his back on the Empire and is a hero to many living under their rule. I wonder if I might have the honor of meeting him in person. At any rate, we must first head to the Sky Steel Manufactory. It's kind of nice because these quests actually do help you understand Thancred as a person a little bit more. It's like you do them, they tell you nothing about him, but then like his entire behavior in Shadowbringers starts making a lot more sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's like you get to know the mentality of the job. It's kind of cool. Good evening. I take it you're the bodyguard sent by the Temple Knights. There's someone I'd like you to protect. A recently defected Garlean engineer, as it happens. I'll not bore you with the details, but he is to oversee the installation of Ceruleum heating system. We're hoping it would avert tragedies like the one that recently occurred in the room. Yes, we saw the body being carried away. Terrible sight it was. If this engineer, a friend of yours, needs safe passage here, we'd be glad to help. I don't know. I don't remember. Unfortunately, the Empire does not take kindly to desertion, especially when the man in question is one of its most highly esteemed scientists. We received word that a group known as the Alade has been dispatched to see that he never reaches Ishgard. Gods be good. I've heard of them. Prisoners offered an opportunity to reduce their sentences through loyal service to Garlemald. By all accounts, they fight like men possessed, desperate to earn their freedom. So there are people Oh. That sucks. Worst of all, they are led by Vitus Quo Messala, a man whose cruelty knows no bounds. As a soldier, he reached the rank of Pilus Prior, but was relegated after butchering a village of innocent civilians, purely to sate his own bloodlust. Even his fellow Garleans were disgusted by these barbaric acts, yet that did not damage his reputation as a skilled warrior equal to Gaius von Belsar himself. During my imprisonment, Vitus Quo Messala came to enlist me. I told him I'd sooner rot in jail than serve under a rabid dog like him. And I guess he went to jail. As you can imagine, he was far from pleased with my refusal and tried to persuade me by using my magic collar to administer countless electric shocks. I'll never forget the look in his eyes as he pushed that button over and over. Oh my god. Of course, not everyone is as resilient as Radon. Many who fight for the Alade do so against their will, though they are not less deadly for it. By the Fury, if I'd known the dangers involved, I would have called the whole thing off. It's too late now, though. The Arch. Oh, so he's a. he's that kind of guy. The airship is already on its way to Carthas. It should soon be arriving at the observatorium. Sadly, we couldn't gain permission to have an Imperial craft dock in the city for matters of security. From the rendezvous point, we'll proceed the rest of the way on foot. Once we're safely inside the Gates of Judgment, we can consider the mission a success. Your friend is risking his life for the sake of others. Reese, I give my word that he will reach Ishgard safely. Listen, Sophie, you know as well as I do that the Alade are as ruthless as they are tenacious. For that reason, I want you to stay behind. What? No. You think you can take them on without me there to heal you? No, don't leave her. What? Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to have you by my side, but against foes like that, me and I will struggle to protect you and the engineer. That's very offensive. Wow. Protect me. Look, rather when we protect each other, remember. Or perhaps you see me as nothing but a burden. Fine, have it your way. I bet you will need a healer. Wow. Not to rush you or anything, but we should get going. I'll meet you at the airship landing on top of the tower. Wow. Before we leave, there's something I'd like to make clear. I didn't mean what I said to Sophie. I think she's an excellent conjurer and more than capable of taking care of herself. But this is Vitus Quo Messala we're dealing with, a monster who delights in toying with his prey. I can't let her face that kind of danger. You see, Sophie and I have been inseparable ever since we escaped our Garlean captors. When I discovered what had befallen my family, I came close to taking my own life, and I might have gone through it with it if Sophie hadn't stopped me. She's lost loved ones too, but has never given up hope. Sophie helped me realize that there's still a place in this world for me. In fact, it was her idea that I become a bodyguard. Although no one will ever replace the family I lost, she helped fill that void in my life and gave me a reason to carry on. If she were here now, she would tell me to stop being such a sentimental old fool, or words to that effect. Anyway, the sooner we finish this assignment, the sooner I can get back here and apologize to her. Yeah, so he loved her so much. It's so cute. It's very endearing. He's such a sweetheart. I hope he doesn't die. Like, if he dies, this will be the shittiest quest line ever. Like, he can't die. No one's ever died during a job. No, that's a lie. People have died during job quests. But not like our people. We're not gonna lose anyone. What kind of a game would this be if it killed someone you cared about? Right? That would stink. No one would even play this game. Imagine liking a character and then they take him away. That game would be destined for doom. I am sure of it. I think I have to go this way. Yeah, exactly. Who would ever play a game like that? A game that hurts your feelings? That can't possibly be. Is this where we... Yeah, okay. I could have just flown up there. Now that you're here, allow me to introduce the man you will be escorting. Oh, he's funny. Kato Nam Mamula at your service. Or should that be Kato Mamula now that I'm in Nishgard? Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. Okay, something is the matter. He knows the guy. Master Mamula is carrying documents liberated from the Empire that could prove vital in Garland Ironworks' investigation of Omega. This may lead to an increased likelihood of encountering Imperial pursuers, however. Well then, shall we begin? There's something about him that's off. But he won't tell us right now. Yeah. Apparently not. The Alliday knew we were coming. How well they must have seen that airship from months away. I'll stay with the engineer. You go on ahead and draw them out. We'll rendezvous at the camp to the north. Okay. The Dark Knight quest started with a conversation with the sleeping Dark Knights. There are some jobs, bringing up the empty seasons. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I get that. But I'd like to hope that they're not gonna kill the most adorable Hrothgar that's ever been or ever will be. Actually, that's not true. There's Runar. I take that back. But imagine they killed Runar in Shadowverse. Like, I would not know how to forgive that. I don't know, I'm still hoping to see Y'shtola and Runar reunited. Someday. Like, someday, if they want to send Y'shtola off somewhere, that's where they'll send her, I'm sure. And we'll all be happy for her. Except for everyone ever who grows unhealthy affection for Y'shtola. And who is capable of being jealous of Runar. And I'm sure that there are people who would feel these feelings. I love this job action. The faded circle is so cool. Look at this. That is so cute. Like, the Gunbreaker actually has really cool job actions. It's like, you play a spell for the first time, you never know if you're gonna shoot or slice someone. That's so cool. The minion of his has an interaction with the Y'shtola minion. He gives her a flower? What? Really? I did not know that. That is so adorable. That is so cute. Wow. That is so adorable.
Then you get the Runar minion.
I don't know. Do I have Y'shtola? I don't know. I don't know where I would get Y'shtola. Wow, I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know. Now I have to get both of them. I'm gonna check which ones I have. It's probably some stupid ass grind. Or maybe, what if it's a Mog Station minion? Is it? Oh, they wouldn't lock that interaction behind a Mog Station, would they? Okay, let me check. Minions. Where is the search? Runar. I don't have Runar. Of course I don't. Y'shtola. Oh, I have to. Never mind. I don't have
From a book?
No. No, I don't have her. He is from a book and she's from the Mog Station. Oh, I see. Which book? Maybe the Shadowbringers art book? Like that's the only thing that sounds like it would make sense because of the theme of the expansion and whatnot. Oh, that would be so cool to have though. That'd be adorable. The album minions from the Realm Reborn soundtrack. Like, what do you mean from the soundtrack? Some of the Alladays stayed in their hiding places until you passed. One of them got to Reese. Is hurt, but it could have been a lot worse. I'm sorry, they caught me by surprise. We made it this far, but Beaches is still out there. And this is just a taste of what the Alladay have in store for us. Our best option is to avoid confrontation altogether. Mamela and I will sneak past them while you and Reese stay behind. Two of us stand a better chance than a group of four. No, I disagree. There's 2 art books of Shadowbringers? I have not been looking into these things, apparently. I know how you feel, but sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. You see the sense in this, do you? No. We'll meet back in Ishgard. My colleagues will contact me via Link Pearl once Master Mamula has arrived in Ishgard. In the meantime, we should lie low. We don't want to alert the Alladay to our presence anymore than we already have. Oh, and I'd better get these wounds looked at. I'm disagreeing with this. What can they do without us? Oh, this is still going on. Thank goodness you're alright. You'd been gone for so long I came looking for you. I met a few nasty characters on the way here, but I soon sent them packing. Hi, Bruno! Welcome back. You're using the Zidane's, how do I read this? Outfit? This is my outfit. What do you mean? Like the shirt thing is from the what?
That's Zidane's outfit.
What's is it called like that? What?
No, the character's name, that the original person that wears that outfit, his name is Zidane.
But I like these are the boots are like I think Frizzlebaker's boots and the jeans are something else, and yeah, the top is like I think it's a veteran reward. But looks really good. I love it. Yeah, I received it from the Veterans Award. Yeah, I think the top is so good, but I don't think I met the character just yet.
No, she hasn't played the game yet.
Nope. Where's Radon? And that engineer you're supposed to be escorting. I love how he's like, she hasn't played it yet. Katten and Mamula? If the 2 of them are together, then Radon never talks to anyone about it, but he comes from a place called Boja's Citadel. It was utterly destroyed in a Garlean experiment gone wrong. In charge of the project were Midas Nan Garland and his right-hand man, Katten and I knew there was something wrong. Like, he's gonna try to kill him. Radon's opposition to Boja being used as a testing ground for potentially dangerous magitech led to his imprisonment, and his fears were proved correct when the city was obliterated. There's a strong chance he's planning to exact his revenge. Oh god. We have to stop him. They headed west towards Ishgard. Yes, we should be able to follow their tracks. There is no time to lose. Why is this story so good? Like, the Gunbreaker questline is so underrated. No one's ever even talked to me about them. It's like, I decided to do them, and I almost got talked out of it. There was no enthusiasm for me doing these quests whatsoever. Like, you guys were wrong. I've proven you wrong. This is the best quest line. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Wow. Never listening to chat again. I'm kidding. You guys are the best. What? You're not a chat anymore. What do you mean? You're not in chat. So psh. Can you move that remote? I can see like a little piece of it and it annoys me. Thank you. I can see it on my camera. It's bothering me. Like, anyone with OCD will notice that. Oh no. Oh, that is not good. That is not good at all. Don't do it! For my homeland, for my family! Oh no. Bullshit. Oh, he's okay. He's starting to. No! Please don't. V? Oh, what? Stay back. This fiend robbed me of everything I held dear. Don't deny me my vengeance. I'm sorry. We're supposed to be the good guy. He's unarmed. So if I give him a weapon, will he be justified to kill him? Maybe that's the solution to this problem. He's like, throw him a gun blade. We'll fight. I will not beg for your forgiveness. However, I ask that you hear my final words. Midas and I knew there were risks involved with the experiment, but we did not foresee that it could fail so catastrophically. I have lived with unending and agonizing guilt ever since. From that day forth, I have sought redemption, a chance to somehow right the wrongs I have committed. That is why I asked Midas' son Sid to aid in my defection from Garlemald, that my knowledge and expertise may be put to good use. But I always knew that the sins of my past would return to haunt me. I submit myself to your judgment. But he could just kill him with his teeth. Like, he could just, like, bite into his neck. Does the word of a gunbreaker mean nothing? You forgot. I mean, I don't really know what I want to say. What have I become? My honor as a gunbreaker, as a man. I've thrown it all away. Yeah, that sucks. You are the last of us now. So he's like just throwing away his weapon and walking away. Like, whew, that was a close call. Wait, who's that? You want us to kill him now, sir? No, the old goat can wait. Who is this guy? It's the prowling lion I want. Yes, your head will make a fine trophy. Are they talking about me? Yo, who are you? Is that the big bad? Can we see him? Who is that guy? I don't think I know him. I'm like dressed very summery. Oh, can we turn it off now? Because my feet are getting cold.
Came right at you.
Is Manuel alright? And where is Radon? He left. Walked away from his job. Wandered off. But we've still got a job to do. And I dread to think what might have happened if you hadn't stopped him. Come on, V. With or without Radon, we still have a job to do. Let's get Mamula to Ishgard. Whoa, this sucks. Like, I can see the remote again. Sorry, I'm annoying, but... It's like, no, I see it, and I'm like, oh, that is there. It's like the blanket is red, and like the remote is white, and this is bothering me. After the trouble you had reaching Camp Dragon Head, I'm pleasantly surprised that the Aladay kept away from us for the remainder of the journey. Yes, fortunate indeed. All is well that ends well, as the saying goes. One thing still troubles me, though. If that vicious quote Miss Sala is as ruthless as you say, I doubt the walls of Ishgard will deter him from pursuing his target. Oh, maybe that's him. As such, Master Mamula will be closely guarded until we can be certain it's safe. Yes, it would be a shame if we were kept from fulfilling my obligations. I hope the next time we meet I shall have glad tidings to share. Oh, he has a bow and everything. Is that like an Alizin bow? That's cute. We managed to get Mambula here unharmed, but in doing so, we've lost sight of Radovan. He could be anywhere right now. But we've been through too much for me to turn my back on him now. If he decides to get his act together, he knows where to find me. Until then, we'd better be on the lookout for Yaladain. I doubt we've seen the last of them. So that's those guys who are up there. And I get a, what is this? What is continuation? Okay. Sophie's return, beginning to wonder if Radovan will ever return. For better or for worse, the Aladae are nowhere to be seen. Reese and the others seem to think they've abandoned their mission and gone back to Garlemald, which I highly doubt. For them, failure simply isn't an option. But what I want to know is, where is Radovan? I've got a good mind to pack up and leave him here. Or at least find somewhere warmer to wait for him. If there's one thing I can't bear, it's standing about doing nothing, especially somewhere as bitterly cold as this. I know, let's go and ask the Temple Knights if they have any work for us. I don't think these quests are gonna level us, but I think I'm gonna get pretty close to that. Well, at least I'm not doing these quests at 90. That's something. Should I just go downstairs? Yes. Last quest for today. I'm actually excited to see how the story ends. Sophie is freezing. What took you so long? I've already been and spoken to them. Anyway, there's a client looking for protection, but they wish to remain anonymous. We are supposed to meet them in a place called Twin Pools, which is in Western Kurthas, apparently. Seeing as we have nothing better to do, we may as well go and find out what they want. It should pass the time until Radovan comes back, if nothing else. Oh, I finished Scholastic Gate. That's such a good story. I loved it. I loved it. Actually, there's I published like both parts of the quest on stream, on the channel. One of them I did just before starting Stormblood. I think right after Heaven's Word, or maybe before Endwar. I'm not sure. There's a live stream video with Scholasticate, and then after that, there's a part 2 that I recorded off stream, and I just published it as a separate video. So it is on the channel. I love those quests. They were so good. And the glam piece is just so nice. Definitely recommended. See, I'm getting so many of these pieces from, like, glam pieces from quest lines, like from side quests and such, that you can't get anywhere else. And my glam dresser is full. So what I'm doing is I'm emptying the retainer's inventory, and I'm just keeping all the items in my retainers, hoping that someday they will increase the number of slots for the glam pieces. See, I thought that it was no problem at all, because when I started the game I saw 400, but I thought it was 400 per slot, not per everything you own, and that is pretty bad. I'm in the middle of doing the Moogle delivery quest. Those are cool, but not as cool as the Scholasticate ones. Those are actually on my list of things to do when I don't know what to do on stream, or I have nothing else to do. So I'm definitely going to be doing them at some point. If you guys want to watch them on stream, I'll do them on stream if you think they're fun. If you're hey bro, let's go. Oh god, but that's not our client. That's the guy who was looking at us from the cliff. That's the whatever. My prayers have been answered. I was beginning to think the Temple Knights have forgotten about me. He looks exactly like him. I do hope you will forgive my need for secrecy. The nature of my request is very sensitive, you see. Now, if you would be so kind as to follow me. No! No, this is a lie. This is a lie. Let's not go there. That's a lie. See? Knew it. can't break free. Yeah, because you're stupid. You brought us here. Wow. Wriggle all you want, little fly. Nothing escapes my web. So stupid. Yeah, I did it before in Walker. Ah, but it would be a shame for you to die without knowing the name of the spider who ensnared you. I am Vitisco Masala, commander of the Aladag. He is cute though, I'll give him that. When we came to collect that old goat who had strayed from the herd, I never expected to find a prowling lion, or should I say, warrior of light. There are many in Garland who would be delighted were I to present your horse, and I doubt that restoring me to Pilot's Prior will suffice. No, Legatus would be far more fitting. Vitus Mon Masala has such a wonderful ring to it. It's like now my character is like, why did we ever even decide to do this side quest? Like, yes, so close I can almost taste it. Your tale ends here. Yeah, he's cute. What? Oh, okay. Well, it was about time. Where the bloody hells have you been? Tracking the Alde. That's how I knew they'd come after you. Yeah, and stupid Sophie let us right into their trap. Prisoner. Yeah, I tried to use the armor chest for everything that I could, but there's a lot of other stuff that isn't just from the side quests that I just can't fit there, so it feels bad. Prisoner 1441, if I'm not mistaken. First you refuse my kind offer, then you have the audacity to escape. And now this, whatever I am to do with you. You're not the only one with a few tricks up his sleeve. Vitus or Vitus? Vitus, probably. Oh, God. You would know all about that, right? When you first encountered the Aladay, I noticed the collars they were wearing. I had one myself not so long ago. This must be your way of maintaining discipline. I took one of them to Mamula, who engineered a device similar to yours. How ironic that the very colors you are so fond of could be turned against you. Yeah, he's cute. What? Are you serious? What? Not that cute anymore. Worthless dogs. Of course, I never needed Yaladay or those magic traps to slay the likes of you, but I prefer to leave nothing to chance. No matter, we'll just have to settle this the old-fashioned way. Speaking of which, where did you find those antiques? If you think they can compare to a Garlean gunblade, you are wrong. Very wrong. As much as I wish to fight him alone, there's more at stake here than my pride. We must rid the world of this beast once and for all. Follow my lead. Sure. Well, this is actually the duty that we can fail because we're not overgeared for it. Amazing. And wait. Okay. Come on. It's you he's after, that's fine. Not so sure about this though. I don't know my combos. I don't know anything. That wasn't really bad. Ah. Why does he cast one after another? So stupid. Oh, these are on cooldown. Amazing. What's that? Oh no. Ah, sorry. Uh-oh. We're gonna fail this. So I just stand here. Am I safe within this thing? Better be. I have nowhere to go. Okay, well this is maybe not as bad. Wow. This is a long-ass fight. Well, I guess it is the final boss of the entire quest line, but... Okay. Ah! What now? Why is this so roleplay-ish? Take my ether. What? Okay, is there gonna be a shield? There better be a shield. How do I move? What's Final Bastion? Oh my god. Can I heal from this?
Say Final Bastion?
Yes. Oh. Oh, Sophie has learned how to heal. That's great. Okay, so now it's only me and him. Amazing. Well, at least I don't have these two to worry about. Oh, I haven't heard charge of this. Maybe I should have saved it for later. I don't know how that works. Like if there's gonna be a need to gap close later. There's a lot of buttons that I don't know. At this point, I'm just like, let's survive. Oh. There's a lot of defensive cooldowns. I didn't expect Gunbreaker to have this many things. It's actually pretty OP. What the fuck? Where to? Oh, amazing. If I fail this, this is going to be a very, very long fight to go through again. That will suck. Let's see if I got any veteran duties. No, we can't do there. Can I stand here? Ah, okay. Okay, we're fine. What is this? That's not gonna be good for us, is it? Do I just go to him? Oh, I don't like these flies. What am I supposed to do? That's terrific. Why is this so slow? Oh no! No! Like, what side am I supposed to be on? I don't want to die now. That would be so stupid. This took a very long time. Trying to figure it out. I don't think there's anything else. Unless he has like some super OP thing he's gonna do, I think we're fine. This one I still don't understand. I don't know which one appears first, I can't remember. Or okay, he follows us anyway. Dude, I got better at this game. Wow, this is about time. And before I die at the last percentage, that would suck. Ah, there we go. Haha! Wow. I'm not even too geared for this. I never thought I'd live to see the day that Vitisco Masala met his match. You are a better gunbreaker than I ever was. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for all the trouble I've put you both through. You're sorry? I should bloody well hope so too, you great oaf. What were you thinking threatening Mamua like that? Not to mention leaving us to escort him into Ishgard. When we found me and Mamua, I noticed Alade watching us from a nearby cliff top. Oh, so he had a plan. Alright. I thought it was strange that they passed up the opportunity to attack us. I made it appear as though I'd abandoned you and I started following them in secret. I discovered that their primary target was now the Warrior of Light, not Kato. Their scouts saw you on the way to Camp Dragon Head and reported it to Vitus, who then called off the ambush to see for himself if the information was valid. Powerful as he was, he would never show his hand unless he was certain of victory, so he waited to make his move. One thing I did know for certain is that even if the three of us fought together, we wouldn't stand a chance against the full might of the Alade. That was when I decided to consult a fugitive engineer. We talked into the early hours of the morning until we reached an understanding and agreed to construct the Magitek control device. In order for the plan to work, I would have to remain hidden until the very last moment, even from the two of you. But I thought you needed time alone to think about what you'd done. The remorse I felt for dishonoring myself was no act. When I realized Mamo's identity, I wanted to confront him about Bojo, but I needed to get him away from you and Reese. I never had any intentions of killing him, and all I wanted was for him to admit to his crimes. But it still gave me a sick sense of satisfaction to see him on his knees defeated. That is when I knew I'd betrayed the ideals of the gunbreaker, that I had abandoned my honor. I want to thank you for guiding me back to the true path. With Vitus gone, any remaining members of the Alade are free of his control and are likely to be treated as fugitives running from the Empire. In any case, I think it is safe for Mamula to come out of hiding now. Dude, this is one of the best stories, easily. Clearly, people have different tastes when it comes to like which quest lines are good and which aren't, which makes sense, obviously, but still. I do want that skill. I should have it. I'm kind of glad that we got to finish both of them today, both Dark Knight and this one. So next week, I want to finish my Samurai. I'm not sure if that's gonna take 1 day or two. I'm pretty sure it's gonna take 1 day, and after that I might be finishing up the monk and the bard quests from the Heaven's Ward up until I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have them at least at 70 by then, so I think I can finish those two, and I think that'll be fun. Allow me to express my gratitude for vanquishing the Alade, which I understand was due in no small part, rather was marvelous idea involving the Magitek collars. I'm glad to hear the device I cobbled together functioned as intended. Yes, we couldn't have done it without your help. Regis alone pushed the three of us to our limits. Had the Alade joined the fight, things would have ended very differently. We owe you our lives. Nah, he wouldn't have been that forgiving. All things considered, it was the very least I could do. A remarkably simple matter, in fact, compared to my next endeavor, the installation of the Ishgard cerulean heating system. While I may never be able to adequately repay the kindness I have been shown, I must begin somewhere. Until we meet again. I found the best news the Gunbreaker Limit Breaker. See. That did protect us. V, since I first met you, I knew you had the potential to become a Gunbreaker. As the only one of my clan to escape the destruction of Boja's Citadel, I thought the art of the Gunblade would die with me. Now that I've passed all I know on to you, my successor, I feel like there is little for you to gain from taking on assignments with us. Yes, we can hardly expect the Warrior of Light to spend valuable time assisting us with our money-making schemes. Before we part ways, though, there's one last place I would like to visit with you. I hear that a great many adventurers who hope to make a name for themselves head to Revenant's Toll. I imagine there will be plenty to keep us busy. But more than anything, I'm hoping to find others to whom I can impart the teachings of my clan. Once people see you with your gunblade strapped to your back, I'm sure it'll pique their curiosity. So will you come with us? So I'm like the model student that he wants to use as promotion for his lessons. That are probably gonna cost. Oh, definitely not trusting Arena. I don't think that's where we're going. Is it? Well, I mean, oh, instant teleport, wow. I must confess, we would have struggled to find the place without you. Yes, when I heard a remote settlement populated almost entirely by adventurers and the like, I was expecting it to be a lot more lawless and chaotic. Knife fights over card games, that sort of thing. What a pleasant surprise it turned out to be. With a little luck, I'll find candidates to train as gunbreakers. Although it goes against traditions of my clan to teach outsiders, meeting you has proved to me that we were being overly cautious. You see, the gunblade is forged for one purpose, to protect. We feared that its techniques would fall into the hands of those who seek to oppress and conquer, such as the Guardians and the Elegans before them. Centuries of being beset by enemies on all sides taught us to fear and mistrust those not of our clan. That is why we kept our art such a closely guarded secret. But when you came to our rescue that day, you acted without a thought of your own safety to aid those in need. This is the true essence of the Gunbreaker. You have your own ideals to protect, your own promises to keep. Go forth, be, and follow your path wherever it may lead. Wow. What a story, right? Actually, at first, I kind of forgot about them. But it was very easy to come back. I just don't remember that first quest. At some point, we'll come back and I'll just do all the level 80 quests at once. Is this done? This is done. Okay, and I'm not yet 80 anyways. We have a glam chest to open. Well, glam chest, gear chest. But where is it?
It's a good one.
Yeah, if only I could find it. What did I even receive? Did I receive anything at all? Yo, this is gonna take ages. Decided what? The blue gears? There's plenty of blue gears. What?
Below the green gears?
Below which green gears? What? Where?
Take it back.
What? Where is my thing?
I don't know, man.
Did I even get a thing? Or is it just a spell?
No, you didn't get the glam? That's weird.
What? I thought that you received. I thought we were supposed to receive something. I thought I saw it before. Like at some point, why do I have fleece in my in my bag? No, I don't see anything, guys. There's no glam here, right? Or is there?
Yeah.
I literally can't find it. No, we don't get anything, do we? Why did I think that I got something? It would have said in the chat, wouldn't it? No, there's no coffers. That was Breaker Glam is on the 1st. Oh, okay, so it's gonna be... Okay, so I need to reach, like, what, level 80 or whatever? To get it? Do I have to be 80, or do I just have to have completed the role quests? Okay, well, I'll do that later then. Anyway, guys, this is gonna be it for this week's, well, at least Final Fantasy stuff. I will be back in 2.5 hours. If you're watching this on Twitch, I'll be live on the same channel. If you're watching on YouTube, I will be live on Vplays. That's my variety YouTube channel. If you're new to that, you can find the link in the description, or you can just type in Vplays and find it. Anyways, tonight we're continuing the Tomb Raider. I'm hoping to at least reach halfway through the game, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I've really been enjoying the story. And overall, it just feels like a really, really good game. So I'll be seeing you tonight. I'm gonna go have dinner. And thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed the stories. If you happen to skip this one, or if you don't remember it, I hope it was a nice little walk down memory lane for both Gunbreakers and Dark Knights. That's gonna be it. For those of you only watching Final Fantasy stuff, I will be seeing you next week on Saturday. Same time, same place, so 3 p.m. Central European Time. And in the meantime, stay caught up to everything that will be posted on the channel during next week. That's it. Have fun, take care, and if I don't see you tonight, have a wonderful rest of your day, and have a good next week. See you later.